guys, it's Lynn with Littlefoot Nursery. I'm here with baby Mia. She is the Ella Sculpt by Jenny Lee. And I wanted to do a topic video today to talk about drink and wet systems. So I saw a post by, one of the ladies in the dog community just kind of asking, I think it was actually from an artist, asking collectors about drink and wet systems and basically, what do we think of them? And for those of you guys who are, new to the hobby or don't know what I'm talking about, a drink and wet system is essentially, and I've only seen this done with silicones because I think it's a little bit tricky, with cloth body reborns. I don't think it's possible to do it. Because the cloth body and all of that. But with silicone dolls, what they do is they put like a kind of like a tube, almost like a straw, from the back of the doll's throat all the way down, through the private area. So if you were to feed the doll with a bottle, it could, the water could, or formula or whatever could travel through and wet the diaper. So that's basically a kind of a drink and wet silicone baby. I think there's a lot of mixed opinions about drink and wet systems. And I think from the poll that I saw, just kind of an informal group of ladies who jumped in to share their opinion on drink and wet systems, it seems that most collectors actually don't prefer to have a drink and wet system in the baby. These are, and I think the main reason provided was just these are super high-end collectible works of art. At the end of the day, they're very expensive. And I think the drink and wet system can often be seen as more of a play feature, so like Baby Alive comes to mind. There are a number of children's dolls that do have a drink and wet feature. And I've bought Baby Alives for that purpose. Like, okay, it's like a fun doll to sort of play with. But for my high-end, collectible dolls, I personally also am in the same camp that I do not prefer to have a drink and wet system. And I think the thing that I worry about too is just, mold or, things kind of collecting is if you're using anything other than water. But even if it's just water, I do worry about, if it's not getting dried completely, like what kind of impact that could have, on your doll. So the reason I have Mia in this video, and by the way, I'm going to change her into this sleeper. The reason I chose her is she is my only doll that has a drink and wet system. And I actually have never used it. So I think there are actually quite a few collectors, kind of like myself, who've never used it. Although I will say, from a YouTube, in terms of YouTube videos and just entertainment value, I do really, I think it's fun, to kind of watch other collectors role play with their babies. But I've shared this before in the past. I'm personally not a really big role player myself. So I really just love to hold the babies and, kind of change them occasionally. And I like to film my videos, and that's about it. So I don't really role play. I really haven't taken a doll out in a long time. I really kind of only take them to like a meetup or a doll show for the most part. I did once take a doll to Disneyland, and it was just, okay. But yeah, that was just kind of more for fun, and it was honestly such a hassle that, I don't know that I would do it again. But yeah, just given that we're all like still at home and everything, it just seems like it's going to be such a long time before we're going to be able to really go anywhere. So anyway, yeah, but I don't know what you guys think about it. I mean, I do think that there is something, and again, I think it depends on why you collect. Like if you are more of a, you just like to cuddle your babies, like kind of like me, like I just like to cuddle and dress them for the most part. But I do know other collectors who enjoy kind of really role playing, like they like doing a morning routine and changing them multiple times, like changing them. Actually, even with a real baby, I never changed them multiple times a day unless they spat up on their outfit or something. But usually just changed morning and night for the most part. And change diapers and things like that. So there are some collectors who I think might enjoy the role-playing aspect. Oh my gosh, Mia is so cute. This baby is so cuddly. Yeah, and then speaking of, Jenny Lee, she has some new silicone babies. Oh my goodness, this baby is so sweet. I love her. See, I just enjoy holding them. Like I've like have not been tempted to do the drink and wet. I don't know. I mean, I think it's kind of cool. You know, it's just sort of adds to the realism, I guess. But I don't know. For me, one of the big benefits of these dolls is that they do not use the bathroom. That to me is like a huge plus. You don't have to change the diaper. You don't, you know, they're not going to spit up on their clothes. And I kind of feel like the drink and wet thing, I also feel like it kind of wastes diapers, unless you're using like a reusable one that, you know, can dry and things like that. But I don't know. I was very happy when my kids got out of the diaper phase. So I don't know that I would like voluntarily kind of go back to that, you know? Um, but yeah, anyway, that's kind of the main reason I'm not like a big fan of the drink and wet. I do worry about, you know, mold and, you know, what it can do to the doll itself too. So for me, the safest thing is to just not use the feature. Although I know she has the feature. So, but yes, it's never been used. So anyway, she does have very soft armatures, and I really like how Jenny does her armatures. They're you can't feel it at all, you know, squeezing the arm, and so that part I think is like so cool. But yeah, I mean, those are just sort of my general thoughts on drink and wet systems, and I totally understand how, you know, why people would like them. I personally don't prefer to have them in my dolls, and I think it is additional work for the artist as well. So I do think that can add to the cost of the silicone baby being higher as a result as well. So anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos. I release videos every few days. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Bye.